What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another Prize Picks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section. Enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. Speaking of which, Peso Boy Taylor. Congratulations, Peso Boy Taylor. Congratulations. Hit me up on Twitter at Cam_ATL. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you to everybody who watched and commented. A lot of love shown last week, man. We hit over 25,000 subscribers on YouTube last week. So thank you to all of you for watching and all that good stuff, man. So that's awesome. Let's get straight to the money, baby. You already know. I'm not sure if, like, Sundays might be those days where I don't do videos solely because on Sundays, obviously, we have football that starts at 12 o'clock Central, and I have my DFS stuff to do for Greenlight DFS. So I'm normally studying NFL real deep Sunday morning, waiting for injury news and stuff like that, and going over roster construction and stuff like that to really find the best, most optimal versions for DFS for NFL on Sunday mornings. So it's hard for me to get in and do videos. If I have like an opening, let's say there's not much to really look over Sunday morning, and I've already pretty much got everything locked in, and there's no news I'm waiting on or nothing like that, then I should be able to do Sunday videos. Otherwise, just expect that I don't do Sunday videos. Sundays will be the only days, though. Monday through Saturday, I'm on here for y'all. All right? Let's go ahead and get straight to the money, baby. If you're interested in daily fantasy sports content, as always, though, greenlightdfs.com is my company. You can get access to the DFS content for DraftKings and FanDuel optimal lineups. Over there, we have NBA tonight and then Monday Night Showdown. If you weren't a part of Week 8 for NFL, you can grab Week 9 now, and you will be able to get Monday Night Showdown included in that, all right? If you weren't a part of that and you're interested in daily fantasy sports, all right? All right, so PME tools, let's take a look at what we got. So when we're looking at plus EV plus projection on the NFL side, we have Josh Jacobs rushing yards over and Devontae Adams receiving yards over. I'm probably just going to side with the Jacobs side of things here. Rushing yards over 61.5 on Prizepicks, 63.5 on other sportsbooks. So it's a two sportsbook differential, making Josh Jacobs a plus EV play on the over on rushing yards. We have him projected at 64.1, so right around where these guys are, but still over 2.6 projection differential. So at the end of the day, Josh Jacobs rushing yards is plus EV, plus projection, and so that's a solid play for tonight. That's about it when it comes to plus EV plus projection. There's not a lot of options for tonight's game that not only have are not only plus EV comparative to other sports books, but where projection is also on that side. So let's move on to NBA. All right, so for NBA, let's see what we got. We got Walker Kessler at the top. I get it. Going against Denver, he's going to have to play heavy minutes. And a lot of times, I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's a tough matchup against Jokic, blah, 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 blah. A lot of times, success in NBA comes down to how much opportunity the player's going to have. You know what I mean? The more time on the court, the more potential they are to hit. And you have to understand that, yes, while it's a toughish matchup, the line's only 14.5 for his points and rebounds. I like this spot for Walker Kessler. All right, I really like this spot for Walker Kessler. Having projected 21.8, a 7.36 projection differential. Walker Kessler against Denver, they will need heavy minutes out of him, and as long as he can avoid foul trouble, he's in a good spot. It's plus EV plus projection. Money's on the over at minus 115, projection of 21. Great spot for him. All right. Next up, another guy that I saw popping pretty good is Benedict Mathurin for the Pacers. Minus 135 on the over for his points. PME likes the over because he's minus 135 on the over for his points. And we have him projected at 19 points, a 5.61 differential. So, for a projection differential. So I really like Benedict Mathurin as well. Nobody else early on in the day right now has big Vegas lines favoring any side. Everything's pretty tight when it comes to the Vegas side of things. So right now we're pretty much just going on the slight edges in Vegas as well as the projection differentials to go ahead and take advantage of those spots. Let's see if there's any unders that have any solid juice on it or anything that we can grab before bumps or anything. Nothing really. So if with NBA, I recommend waiting a little while. Make sure you're a propsmadeeasy.com member. Only $15 a month. Wait a little bit for Vegas lines to start moving. You know what I mean? And you'll get even more juice on ends, and it'll make things even more solid of options. But as you guys know, these are already leaning. If it's plus EV plus projection, it's already leaning one way in Vegas. It might not be heavy, minus 115, minus 120. These aren't big numbers on either side. That's why I'm saying you can give it some time to let it kind of fluctuate a little more instead of jumping to it too early in the morning. But yeah, these are all plus EV plus projections that you see here, y'all. All right, so over on Walker Kessler points and rebounds is the first play I want to go with. And then because of the minus 135, which is probably the best juice we have of any player right now, Benedict Mathurin's points over 13.5 are the plays that we're going to go with for NBA. For college football, nothing. For baseball, we have the over on Corbin Carroll hits, runs, RBIs is at minus 130 in Vegas. Projection of 2.35, a 0.85 projection differential. Corbin Carroll hits, runs, RBIs is in a great spot there. And then let's go. We can't pair Kettle Marte hits, runs, RBIs with Corbin Carroll, so we have to try to find. So you know what? I'm not gonna force anything. Corbin Carroll is the only play I really care for MLB right now. Over on hits, runs, RBIs. For hockey, let's see what we got for hockey real quick. We have the under on Cole Caulfield, shots on goals. His line's at 3.5. He needs 4 to kill us. Vegas has the money on the under at minus 130. We have him projected at 2.37, a minus 1.13 differential. So great spot there. Anytime you see projections like this, very low like this, all of the data's not in yet for his projection. You need to give him some time. That's not, obviously, a guy's not going to be projected for 0.28 shots on goal. You need to wait it out, let the projection kind of gather all of its data. Okay? Like here. Oh, no, that's right. But these two players right here, we must still be gathering data for his projection. So anytime you see it like that, don't take that as like a serious. Give it some time. Skip over those players. All right. So the under on Cole Caulfield looks like a solid play. And then let's go ahead. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just grab the under on the over on Tyler Seguin. His shots on goal. He's got a line of 2 on Prizepicks. It's 2.5 in Vegas. Regardless of the money on the under at minus 175, the line's already 0.5 higher at 2.5. Projection of 2.72, a 0.72 projection differential. So nothing huge, no huge spreads or anything like that on hockey early on. But the under on Cole Caulfield, shots on goal, and then the over on Tyler Seguin, shots on goal looks good. For soccer, we only have one plus EV plus projection option. Mayuto Uzuni, shots over 1.5. Other sportsbooks have him at 2. That's a 0.5 sportsbook differential. Projection of 1.6, 0.1. So projection's very close to that line. So it's not leaning super heavily on either end. I'd probably just fade soccer for now, to be honest. For CS2, we got some value, baby. Over on Be God for Be Bold. Over on Map 1 and 2 kills. 22.5 on Prizepicks. 25.5 on other sportsbooks. A 3 sportsbook differential. So solid value on the over there. And then let's grab an under. Let's go Tabson Big under 32. The line's at 32 on Prizepicks, 30 on other sportsbooks, a minus 2 sportsbook differential. Solid EV on the under for Tabson. And then over on Be God for Be Bold. For tennis, the best value is going to be over on Laszlo Djiri. I don't know if I'm saying that name right. Total games over 22.5. Other sportsbooks have him at 25. That's a 2.5 sportsbook differential. Very solid value on the over on Laszlo Djiri. Nothing for MMA, nothing for Dota, and nothing for Valorant. So let's do a recap. For NFL tonight, the only plus EV plus projection plays that are on the board are Josh Jacobs and Davante Adams, and they're both over. Over for rushing yards, over for receiving yards for Davante Adams. I'm siding with the Josh Jacobs rushing yards because the sportsbook differential is 1 yard higher. Just a little bit more EV than the Davante Adams pick is. Both have a 2.6 projection differential. Both can be played. I'm citing Josh Jacobs over 61.5 though. For basketball, at the top of the list here, we have Walker Kessler. Points plus rebounds is set at 14.5 on Prizepicks. Vegas has the over at minus 115, and we have a projection of 21.8, a 7.36 projection differential. Walker Kessler, I don't know if y'all remember, but Walker Kessler was an absolute stud at points last season. This dude is an absolute monster once he came in and got his opportunity. Dude was smashing, so don't sleep on him just because it's against Denver. He's going to be needed heavy minutes down low with Jokic. And I think he plays that 30-plus minutes, and I think he's able to hit that 14.5. And then over on Benedict Mathurin pops for me. Over 13.5. Vegas likes the over at minus 135. Projection of 19. 5.61 projection differential. So good game expected out of Benedict today. Over on his points. All right. For MLB, the only real play that we really have that we're really wanting anything is either Corbin Carroll's hits, runs, RBIs or Ketel Marte's hits, runs, RBIs. Ketel Marte has the higher Vegas odds at -135 on the over. Both have solid projection differentials, so you can choose either one. I'm going to go with the one with the higher projection differential and a solid Vegas over as well, and I'm going to go over on Corbin Carroll hits, runs, RBIs. For NHL, we have over on Tyler Seguin's shots on goal. A lot of even numbers, as you can see today. They're really trying to lower their risk by getting some even numbers today. Tyler Seguin on the over, and then Cole Caulfield under 3.5 shots on goal. For soccer, Miro Uzuni, not much, but it is plus EV plus projection on the over shots for Mirto Uzuni. For CS2, we do have great value. Be God over for Be Bold over 22.5 map 1 and 2 kills, and then we're going the under on Tabson for big. For tennis, best value is Lasso Dejiri. And then that's about it, baby. Happy Monday, y'all. Y'all have an amazing day. Actually, let me undo plus EV plus projection. Let's look at projection differentials on today's game and see what we got here that's interesting. When it comes to projection differential, obviously, as you can see, there's no sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks are right where Vegas is, so it doesn't give you any plus EV lean there. But we haven't projected Michael Mayer receiving yards for Las Vegas, projected at 31 receiving yards. That's a 9.7 projection differential, so it's interesting to consider. And then the under on Jimmy Garoppolo passing plus rushing yards. He's 257.5 on Prizepicks and other sportsbooks. We have him 10 yards lower at 247, so a minus 10.3. So that's another interesting option. So remember, when there's a little bit of options like this, when you're limited on options, you can always uncheck plus EV plus projection and see other options that are available. Same thing for these other things. You uncheck plus EV plus projection for NBA. You can go ahead and see if anybody's really sticking out with a crazy projection differential. Nothing crazy. Nobody's sticking out crazy. I'd prefer to just use plus EV plus projection. Plus, you have plenty of options. If you have plenty of options that are plus EV plus projection, stay with plus EV plus projection, because remember, it's all about, it's sports betting at the end of the day, right? So there's a certain little bit of aspect of it out of your control. So everything else that's within your control, you need to make sure you are taking account to. And Props Made Easy does a great job at taking into account every factor that you would otherwise spend hours trying to research for each of these guys when it comes to the analytics with the projection, and then being able to immediately show you what's good on the Vegas side. So Props Made Easy shows you what not only Vegas likes, but what projections agree with. Not just taking what Vegas likes and just going in blindly, but also taking analytics to know that you're following the right ones. You feel what I'm saying? That's what makes Props Made Easy so special. And not only that, but we're partnered with the biggest sports data company in the industry. A company partnered with ESPN and other huge names in the industry for projections, so we feel very, very good about our projection system as well, and we know that it takes a lot of legit analytics into mind as well. All right? So anyways, thank y'all for joining me as always, man. Y'all have an amazing Monday. Everybody who's sitting at work listening to me right now, y'all have a good day, man. Don't get caught by your boss watching me, unless he's like watches me as well. Otherwise, just be slick. You know what I mean? Thank y'all for joining me, man. Let's get this money today, y'all. I'm out. Peace.